Hey everybody, I'm Iovonix, and this is the first tree. This game came up on my queue on Steam, and it just looked really fun and whimsical, and it had pretty good reviews, so I thought I would give it a try. So, let's just hit new game and see where it takes us. Broad, snowy landscapes. It's always good. And we play for, I don't know if all the game, but at least some of the game as a fox.
Are you awake? I thought I heard you get up.
Yeah, I'm awake. Sorry, I just can't sleep.
Are you thinking about him?
Yeah, a bit. Usually get back to sleep, my love. I'm fine.
No, it's okay. What else is on your mind?
I don't know. It seems weird, but I had one of the most vivid dreams of my life. I saw a fox on a snowy mountain, just looking confused and worried. Those eyes. I can't get those eyes out of my head.
Those eyes?
She was running in the windy snow, looking for something.
Do you think it has to do with you and what's been going on?
I don't know. It was just a dream, Rachel. They're not meant to make sense. A lot's happened the past couple days, that's all.
Well, if you're not going to sleep anyway, you should tell me. I want to hear.
All right.
Okay, so this is nice, pretty straightforward controls and all that. Let me pause and see if there are any pause. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. Subtitles. Back to game. Oh, but of course, turning subtitles on leaves us with a little bar at the bottom there. That's a little annoying, but oh well. Oh well, we'll deal with it. Okay, so we can go forward, but we've got this giant log in the way. Oh, quickly double tap. We can double jump. Yes, that is awesome. Oh, okay. Yeah, I just realized that running is actually, it's a toggle rather than like holding shift to run. You just press it and it goes on and off. So you got a couple different directions to go here. So what it seems like is that we're running around and, I mean, exploring, and what is, it's connected to the guy's dream that we were hearing. Okay, that's a little too steep. So in the description of the game, it said that, you know, it's fairly short. It should only take about an hour and a half to play, so I'll probably just turn it into like 2 videos. But what's this? It's some cement blocks and some lawn chairs. That's odd. Randomly up here on this snowy mountain. Okay, cannot go that way any further. It seems pretty possible that the only thing that was over here to find was the chairs and the blocks. Okay, we'll go back. And the graphics are pretty simple, but it's still rather pretty. Whee! I'm really glad that I do not have a stamina bar. I can just run forever. Well, obviously, the way forward is probably just, you know, the forward path, which would be that way, but... I still feel like I want to see what's off in any given direction. Let's just take a cursory look, you know? Okay, what's this? There's a picnic table over here. A sleeping bag! And a collapsed tent? Oh no. That doesn't seem good. And boom, that's as far as I can go. Okay. It lets you explore, but not endlessly. See what's over the crest of this next hill. Oh, there's a bird. And what's this? Crows. Oh! Oh, it's a dead baby fox!
So, not far from her home, she followed that path to something unexpected.
Oh. That's so sad. Why? I mean, the title screen is like there were several baby foxes, but are all of them gonna be dead? I hope not. That's so sad.
She couldn't stay, though. She had to find her other two children. So she took that path. She followed it towards something ancient. Something with answers.
There we go. And now it's raining. Raining on the snowy landscape.
The fox looked high and low, searching for any sign of her cubs.
Points of light.
Points of light showed the way to this ancient tree. It was as if each one had a story to tell, all their own. The land was trying to tell my story, too. I felt like I was right behind her the whole time.
Alright, so we've got to follow the points of light that we can see across the landscape. And what are these, rabbits? Hello. No, you don't have to run. I'm not here to chase ya. Are there any over this way? Okay, I see some off this way. Let's go find them. Let's find our cubs.
As a kid, did you ever do show and tell in your class?
Yeah, I think I only did it once, when I was in the
It's a
4th
boat.
grade. You know how my life was around then. I wanted to show my class what helped pass the time and distracted me, so I brought a dozen paper cranes I had made. I think I told everyone how badly I wanted to be a bird and fly, embarrassingly enough.
Don't be embarrassed. Every kid wants to fly. For me, it was another toy from my dad, a wooden boat. I remember guarding it so carefully in my hands as I walked into class. When I sat down, a group of boys immediately made fun of it. They asked which trash can I found it in, or why an ugly log was my favorite toy. When I got up, I didn't even want to tell them my dad had carved it. I said it was a joke gift my friend had given me.
Kids can be so cruel.
Some of them are. I shouldn't have let them get to me, but it did. It's amazing we bounced back at all.
Kids can be cruel. That is no lie. Alright, looks like there's another one directly across the valley. Looks like there are several across the other side of the valley. I don't really know if I should just try going around in a ring or what, but oh hey! Some more that I can collect at least. I've got 8 points of light now. And there are more up on these rocks over here. Oh, what are these? What are these? Graph? And a clock? That's interesting. Let's get the points of light that are on these rocks. Ah! Oh, no. There we go. Okay. Oh, is that a tank? Oh my. This is so interesting. Alright, what do we have here? Another hole to dig up.
Usually those kids would leave me alone,
tank.
but somehow they could tell I was different. They made fun of how far away I lived. They called my dad a sourdough. I was a blabbermouth as a kid, telling my dad stories I made up for hours. But after that show and tell, I didn't tell him much anymore. He didn't know exactly what was wrong, but his best guess was that the toys he carved weren't cool enough. He carved me a tank. He tried to tell me what it was like to be in a real tank as a serviceman.
I didn't know your dad was in the military.
Yeah, in the army. The sad thing is that I'd pretty much forgotten until just now. There's so much I still don't know about him.
I'm sorry. He knows how much you love him. You're going to see him again soon and have some closure, I'm sure.
There we go. Okay. I mean, I wanted to be able to get onto the tank, but it doesn't seem like there's actually anything up here that I can do or to gather or look at. Oh, okay. I guess we'll head to the next one. Over the hill. Come on. It's not that steep, silly fox. Oh, okay, so... It can be a little hard to tell exactly where the points of light are, but... Oh, it's this right here. See a little umbrella. Looks like a knocked over slide. And a picnic table. It's interesting with these little objects I'm finding around the world. I wish there was a, you know, more story to be told for them too. Yeah, like I see more things down there. I'll go up and grab this one that's right up here first, and then head down and take a closer look at those things down there. And just want to make sure there isn't anything at the top of this little area of hill. Oh, a school bus. Oh, jeez. Oh, and... Wait, and what's that over there? Looks like something I missed. What is this? It's a chalkboard with a fox drawn on it, of course. And a desk, maybe? And a chair. Oh, okay. Alright. Let's go back and grab the points of light by the school bus, then walk over to that point of interest that's just over that way. Here we are. Dig it up!
The older I got, the more I withdrew.
It's
I
a
asked
drawing.
myself, why talk to anybody anyway? Why bother when I'm happy by myself? I started drawing a lot, mostly animals I saw in the woods by my home. I then imagined designing my own hideouts with things like TVs and pantries full of chips and cookies. I think that idea of leaving home and drawing blueprints started my career. I found a lot of solace in that.
I'm not surprised, but I did the same thing, you know? There's something special about having a place to call your own.
And now look at us. Well, if you count renting in an overpriced city.
It's as close as we can get for now.
What is this? There's like potato chip bags. And it's like just a little metal shelter thing. And then there was a cardboard box is what I found over that way. Okay, looks like there's a few more points of light right up there. Looks like I've got to jump off that ledge there to get them. But thankfully I now know that there is no fall damage, so there's that at least. Oh, come on. Okay. I've got to go around. Gotta go around. There we go. Nothing up here. Nope, just a little divot. Okay, let's go. Yeehaw! Oh no! Should not have double jumped. There we go. Ooh. What's this? A broken swing? Broken swing and a baseball cap. Oh, it's a duck baseball cap. That's cute. Alright, okay, a couple more points of light right up here on this little hill. Oh, and more bunnies. More bunnies running away from me. Of course bunnies would run away from a fox. That's only to be expected. Go get this one down here. Actually, let's jump here really quick and see if there's anything we can see that we missed. That doesn't look like it. grab these really quick. Ping, ping, ping. Whee! And what is this?
Do you remember what my dad did for a living?
It's a train.
Wasn't he like a lumberjack?
That's one way of putting it. If wood was a canvas, then a carving knife was his paintbrush. Even after working a 50-hour week, even after his hands were more splinters than skin, he would bring home the nicest piece of Alaskan weeping cedar and make me toys. That wooden train was the first toy I can remember, and I loved it. I just knew from a young age I was going to be a lumberjack, like my father.
Well, that's sweet. I mean, there is an undeniable air of melancholy over this this narration that's going on in the background. So I guess we'll see what happens. Okay, I think that's. It looks like I'm getting ready to continue on out of this particular little valley right here. So I guess we'll just keep going forward. So. Got 24 now. Oh. Oh. Guess that's the end of that area. Oh, and now we're on an open, grassy plain. No more snow. Aww. Lovely little piano tune. And our first point of interest right up there on this little hill. Let's actually grab this point of light over here first. So, oh. Ah! Like, oh, come on. Shouldn't get stuck on the side of the rock. No, what? Why couldn't I double jump? Can I not grab it? I mean... Seems like it might be a little too far to get off this jumping up the rock, but I mean jumping right underneath it I can't get it either. Well, that's a little annoying. Okay, I don't know if you're supposed to be able to get it, but having tried a couple times, it seems like it's out of reach, so I'm just gonna move on. Don't know if there's any consequence to missing one or two of them, but we'll see. Come on. Come on! There we go. Oh, what's this? A bottle rocket? Okay. No, come on. Oh, come on. I hit that double jump. There we go. Alright. Let's dig up whatever's buried right here.
My teenage years were full of sketching, angst, and trouble.
Let's say Audio
Wasn't
Monster.
popular or unpopular. Maybe just forgettable.
Huh.
I guess that gave me a sense of freedom. So I hung out with crazy kids, doing crazy things, even though I mostly just watched the chaos ensue. We did it all. Put fireworks in mailboxes, hide roadkill in people's garages, break windows of the barber shop in Anchorage. My dad was furious, but he was so busy working he couldn't do much to stop me from going out.
I think being an adult means there's no one to stop you making hard decisions. He had to make a living, and he couldn't be in two places at once.
Yeah, I realize that now. But at the time, I was sure he was more interested in growing his business than what was going on with me.
What is this? Oh! Oh shit, it's like super flight. Well, that's cool. Oh, and maybe now I can grab that, and then go back to the one near the beginning, and jump up and get it. I hope so. Okay, let's see if this works. Oh, maybe. Yes! There we go. Got it. Alright, now we can probably, go back and, if it regenerates again, use it to, jump up onto that ledge right there, and then get some of the other points of light that were up there that I noticed. Okay, let's grab you. And run over here. And hopefully... There we go. No, come on. Don't fall back off, please. Alright, cool. It would be awesome to be able to double jump in real life, but... I guess we can always do it vicariously through video games. Oh wow, look at this waterfall here, that's cool. It's really pretty. 6? Oh geez, fuck. God, don't want to run right off a cliff before making sure I know, exactly where I am and what I'm doing. Good heavens. Oh, and there's another one right up there. That I can... There we go. Okay, let's go and grab this point of light. That's a random place for one to just be sitting off to the side here. And okay, let's... I mean, okay, it looks like that's the way I'm supposed to go forward to continue through the game, but there's another little point of interest over there that I haven't looked at yet. So we're actually going to jump back down this way, and we'll climb back up there after I've looked at that over there, and grab these other points of light. So this is empty beer bottles and beer cans, signs of his rebellious youth. And a derelict police car. There we go. Oh, I think I see one. Another point of light right over here. Here we go. Now we will go and grab this one. Alright, dig it up.
He was working another late night, and my friends were over, saying how bored they were, and how they had come all the way out to my house for nothing. One of them mentioned how that old, ugly beyond belief truck was still in the garage, and how we should take it for a spin. I was only 15, so I kind of fought it for a while. The next thing I knew, we were careening around the mountain path, rocks spitting onto the sides of the cliff, while my dad's cringeworthy bluegrass blared out the speakers. I drove while my friends were in the back of that yellow and purple truck, throwing beer bottles and trash at anything remotely interesting. Felt like I was soaring in the air with borrowed wings. But all good things have endings. A cop outside of Eagle River pulled us over after he saw us in a bottle rocket into someone's yard. What followed was a long night of talking to disappointed adults and feeling smaller than ever.
Sounds appropriate. I mean, not pleasant by any means, but certainly appropriate. Get up! Get up there! Oh, come on. Shenanigans! Ah, crap. There we go. Alright, got a nice little, flock of butterflies here. Guess we just gotta jump down. Whee! Oh. Okay, alright, there's one over here. What is this?
After he drove me home from the police station, I blew up at him, saying how I
Cassette
never
tapes.
wanted to be like him, how I was gonna be someone and leave that hick icebox for good. He just looked forward at the road with tired eyes. I took out that bluegrass tape from the cassette deck and chucked it out the window. In my sage teenage wisdom, I thought I had proved the ultimate point. But my dad had a different idea. He slammed the brakes, slowly bowed his head while gripping the steering wheel, and finally looked at me. All he said, like it was a polite request, was, "Make this right." I sat there in silence, fuming, but I eventually got out and combed every square inch of the woods, muttering profanity after profanity. I found it 30 minutes later, near a small waterfall off the road. I went back to the truck, put the wet tape back in, and sure enough it worked. We didn't speak another word to each other the rest of the night.
Wow, I knew you were a crazy teenager, but
It's hard to believe, isn't it? Surprises me too. It's like I didn't really know who that kid was back then. I bet my dad thought the same thing over and over. It's almost like he was saying, "Make this right," to himself, more than to me.
No, come on. Right, I've tried a few more times, and even with the butterflies, I can't get that one. So... Okay, actually, because there are more butterflies right here, so I don't know if maybe the butterfly effect can stack or something. So maybe like I grab that one and then grab the ones off the rock. But we'll go and see. No, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Where'd it go? It disappeared, really? Did I like accidentally press the space key or something when I jumped and grabbed it? God damn it. Okay, one jump. Alright, got those butterflies. Oh! And there are more butterflies just sitting right here on the shore. I didn't even notice this bunch. Well, okay. So maybe I can go and grab that one now at least. Alright. No, fuck! Okay, please, for the love of God, let's get it this time. There we go, good heavens. That took long enough. Okay, so it seems like there are three butterfly power-ups that I can get in this area. And it looks like there's some, up on that ledge is somewhere that I want to get to, but I've got to figure out if that needs 2 butterflies or 3 butterflies to get up to. I'm guessing it probably needs 3. But we'll try with 2 and see where it gets us. Yeah, we'll circle around this way, up to the top, get up as high as we can. Okay, we can only kind of jump down from there. And there isn't an easier way up on this end, I'm guessing. Nope, okay. Alright, we'll try to get all 3 butterfly power-ups, and then we'll see if we can jump up there. Alright, I have all of the butterfly power-ups. Let's see if we can actually jump up that high. Maybe, maybe not, I don't know. Oh, no, it's not high enough. Oh, yes, it was, okay. I was like, oh, I'm not gonna make it. Yes, I did. Okay, cool. Alright, here's the truck that, they crashed, presumably. That was being talked about in the last little audio sequence. Well, hey, okay. Now we've seen that, now I guess looking at that cliff over there, it looks like that's the way I've got to, oops. Gotta go onward to keep going. So I'll gather the butterflies again and then see if I can jump over that cliff face.
My friends would laugh about that night and talk about how crazy it was, and I laughed along, pretending it didn't bother me. But it did. I imagined my friends growing old in the bush, unable to find that thrill in those godforsaken ice fields. It's like those mountains were a literal wall, keeping me from leaving, where all I would have to look forward to are lumber yards and evening beers. I had to climb over. That was my only goal for a long time.
Okay, that little dialogue bit there was a bit unexpected, but hey, I've got all the butterflies again, so presumably I'll be able to jump over this wall. Achievement unlocked, 50 stars, oh boy. Yeah, there we go! Excellent. Yay! Oh, and the land beyond here. Oh, crap, there's one I missed. Point of light I missed. Don't want to miss any if I can help it, at least. But hey, let's see what this one here says. And it seems like it's an end to the pleasant grass fields, but we'll see.
If there was some way I could take my love of drawing and turn it into a way of escape, nothing would make me happier. I wanted to create instead of tearing trees down. I wanted to move to the lower 48, not because I hated it there in Alaska, but I hated the idea of it. It's like all of that spite inside me had created this monster which followed me around my whole teenage years. I put so much energy into doing what others didn't expect of me. Why did I do that?
There's one fact you're forgetting, though. If you didn't have that fire in you, we probably would have never met.
You're absolutely right. Maybe the destination is all that matters in the end. But then why am I awake? Why am I seeing this fox go on her journey? And why can't I stop thinking about my dad?
I think at this point, before, proceeding forward across this vast expanse I am now faced with, I am going to end this video here and save the second part of the first tree for another video. So for now, thanks for watching, and until next time, rock on.